Competitive forces of an industries. 5 competitive forces. 5 forces. This was developed by Michael E. Porter, a Harvard Business School professor. 5 forces. It is used to understand the level of competition in an industry and to analyze how profitable a business or industry can be. 5 major forces that determine the competitive strengths and attractiveness of an industry. The 5 major forces identified by Michael Porter determine the competitive strength of your industry, its attractiveness, competitiveness of your industry, and how profitable your business can be by analyzing these 5 major forces and how they influence your business. Number 1. Threat of new entrants. How easy or difficult is it for a business to enter new markets? Meaning that how easy is it or difficult is it for a new business to enter into a business category and compete with you? If entrance is easy, then more competitors will enter the markets and the lower the profits. If people find it easy to start the business you are doing or find it easy to enter into a business category, they will enter the markets and the lower the profit you can generate. If there are many entrance barriers, then there is few competitors. You can maintain your position in the market and take advantage of it. If there are many obstacles, barriers to enter into a business category, then few people will enter the market, or many people will not enter the market because of the barriers they had to experience in order to start that kind of business. And this will give you advantage to maintain your position in the market and the higher the profits you can earn. Competitive rivals. The degree of competition among the existing firms. The higher the degree of rivals, the more difficult is it for a business to generate higher profits. This is the intensity of competitions among the business firms. The higher the intensity of competitions that exists in the business firms, the lower the profits both the business can generate. The major factor that affects firm intensity of rivals is lack of differentiations. One of the major factors that affect your business is for intensity of competitions among your businesses is lack of differentiation. If you differentiate your products, then customers will perceive it different from that of your competitors. The higher the rivals, the lower the profits, and the lower the rivals, the higher the profits, or the stable the profits. Threat of substitutes. The likelihood the customer has to switch different products or services from others that satisfy the same needs as your product. This is the chance a customer has to switch from your products to other that is your competitors and satisfy the same need as your product can satisfy. Different alternative customer has to satisfy the same needs. The higher the threat of substitutes, the lower the profits. If there is many chance a customer has to switch from one business to another and still satisfy the same needs, the lower the profits. And the lower the threat of substitutes, the higher the profits. Bargaining power of suppliers. Suppliers are those who provide raw material resource to a company. Suppliers are those who provide the resources necessary, no materials a company need to operate. The bargaining power of suppliers is high. If there are few or just one supplier, that supplier has a large power to determine the price. Suppliers have power when there are few or just one supplier. If only one supplier provides resources and raw materials to you, has a power to determine the price of his resource or raw materials he bring to you. The bargaining power of suppliers is low if there are many suppliers. They have little or no power to influence the price. If a business has many suppliers to provide resources for them, suppliers don't have an absolute power. The business has the power to determine the price, and the higher the profits an industry can generate. For example, an aircraft manufacturing high suppliers power. In aircraft manufacturing companies, suppliers has power because they are very few to provide resources. In agricultural product markets, there is low suppliers power because there are many suppliers in the field of agribusiness that provides resources to industries. Bargaining power of buyers. The bargaining power of buyers means the ability of buyers to drive down the price of your product, which is determined by the number of buyers in your market. This is the ability or power your customers has to cut down the price of your product. For example, in closing markets, there is high power. In electric supply, there is low power.